Right. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Welcome. How are you? Pleasant morning to all. So in the chat box, could you just quickly type one positive word to describe yourself? All right. Just one positive word to describe your feeling or how you are, feeling right now. All right. So please type that in the chat box now. All right. One positive word. Right. One, well rested. Okay, two positive words. So we're just doing I'm feeling great now. Yeah, I think a sentence would be great too. So come on, everyone, just a little icebreaker for today as I admit more people in. Just one sentence about how you're feeling. Hi, Charlotte. Charlotte is all the way from Hong Kong. Thank you so much for coming and joining me, Charlotte. Right? And I'm just going to make sure that everybody is mute. Yeah, all right. Great. Hi, Lily. Welcome. Yay, all my teammates are here. All right, great. Thank you. So just going to check on my, all right, our live is happening. So that's good. Our live is happening. All right, let's begin. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Welcome. So for today's session, I'm Jamuna Karmihan, and you've seen the video that been out, right? So it's basically just to invite all of you here. And today I will be sharing about the missing first step of online presence, of how do you take your business online. So what is that missing step? What is missing? So I'm going to quickly share my screen here. But before that, could everybody just help me to type in the chat box the industry that you're in? All right, the industry that you're in, even if you're a trainer or a coach, what specialty that you're in, could you just type in the chat box so that, we have a little bit of interaction? Probably your name and your specialty, automotive, consultancy, all right, Dina, Zafran, all right. What field that you're in from, everyone? If you could, risk management, thank you. Charlotte, Nabi coach, sales, training, consultancy, Nabila, right? Farah, English, all right. Weight loss, yay. Training and development, yeah. All right, credit and collection, consultant, trainer, consultancy, Chipmat, yeah. Retail industry, training, culture, stakeholder, training consultancy, great. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you all. Thank you. And the purpose of today is that today I'll be sharing a lot onto how to grow your business online. And let me, allow me to share my screen here. I only have about 7 slides. Isn't that amazing? All right. 7 slides. And if you could see my slide, the first slide here, could you just type yes, please? So I just want to make sure that the slide is clear. You can see, right? Could you just type yes if you can see my slide? Thank you. Thank you. All right. Thank you. All right. Thank you. Okay, great. So you are here today to actually understand, to find out what is the missing first step in growing your business online. So a lot of us are already online. Some of you have been posting, and this is what I get from a lot of people is that, Jamuna, I'm already online, but I'm not getting results. I'm already online, but I'm not getting the customers. And I'm doing my posts, I'm sending out my brochures, and I'm sending out all this information, but something is lacking. So this is what I have discovered in my many months of research, all right? Why I say many months is that for all those who have known me, I have been pretty active in social media, pretty active, not like fully active. I've not done digital online training before, but in the recent pandemic, as how it pushed all of us, it also pushed me to come out of my shell, to come out of my comfort zone and see the many avenues on how I can grow my business. Of course, by forte, I'm a trainer and I need a full classroom of people to do the work that I'm doing. So when I couldn't, I went a little bit deeper into the online platform, right? Okay, just a moment. There are some people in the waiting room. Right, great. Good. So, and this is what I realized. And today you will get this tool, this formula on when you finish this 45-minute session of mine today, you will walk away with number 1, oh, this has been missing. All right. So you will identify that. All right. You will identify that, oh, no wonder this has been missing. And number two, so what can I do about it? All right. What can I do about it? Right. Okay. Meet more people in. Right. Great. So the missing link here is that people should find for you first. All right. So this slide, what it means is that when, just now somebody says that, okay, I'm into retail industry, okay, I'm an insurance agent, or I bake cakes, I'm in the beauty salon, I'm an NLP coach. When they think of these words or these categories, they need to look for you first. And when that is not happening, that means that that's the first step that is missing. So for example, is that if I think of fried chicken, I will always think about KFC, right? If I think of burger, I will think of McDonald's. Yeah, all right. You're like, Jamuna, but those are like $1 million brand. Precisely. So my idea here is that you could be the $1 million brand in your little field. All right. I'm not here to suggest on how you can be an overnight sensation like our very famous, very beautiful, lovely lady Sugu Pavitra. We all know that, right? But she's such an overnight sensation, and she don't even have all these gadgets like my Chang'e microphone or this lighting and all this fancy little things to do her video. So she's authentic and she has a story to tell, and now people are finding for her. So this is what you need to do now, is that people should find for you. Okay. NLP online presence. Okay, look for Jamuna. Okay. Storytelling, or look for Sheila. Psychology, behavior, or look for Rubini. Inche Mat. So people should look for you, and that's why this is the missing link, is that people should look for you. So the question is that how should people look for you? In all the top social media channels, you have to appear. All right. Now you can tell me, but Jamuna, you know what? Instagram, I can't be on Instagram. I don't even know how to be on Instagram. All right. Or you say that YouTube, this is YouTube, yeah, YouTube. But I'm like, I have to do videos. Can I not do videos? LinkedIn, I thought it's only for people who are working. All right. And it's not for people who are running your own business. Facebook, yeah, but you know what? It's Facebook, yeah, too much noise there, and I don't see value. So first of all is that you have to change your mindset and say that these are the top social media channels, and you have to control your presence in it, and don't let other people to control you. All right. So when you do that, you have a bit more of clarity, and you won't say that you're too much rubbish going on in all this platform. I cannot tahan. So that's why people run away from all this social media. But for me, I'm active in all these 4 social media platform, and the only one that I'm not active now is TikTok. I tried a TikTok about 2 weeks ago, and nobody actually saw it. So sad, isn't it? So that's so lame, all right? So probably I will learn to get into a TikTok. So the next top media social channel is TikTok. Now, in the chat box, could you please type how many of you have actually tried TikTok? Can you say TikTok? Can you type TikTok if you have tried TikTok? I just want to see, we have about 27 people here, right? TikTok. Just type. Oh, good. You've tried. Great. So please, after this session, coach me about tried but failed TikTok, because my daughter made me. Not yet. All right. So I still don't know how it works. Okay, great. So thank you for your replies. Now, so the thing is that let's be very open-minded in our online presence. The missing link is that whenever people look for you, they are able to see us in many different platforms. And so now I am revealing the secret to you. So this is the slide that you need to really pay attention. So again, by the end of my workshop today, my 45-minute sharing, you would know that number 1, oh, this has been missing. So you identify that. And number 2 is that, so what can I do about it? All right. So these are your 2 key takeaways for today's 45-minute session. And that's your real key takeaway that's going to help you to grow your business online in this top social media channel. And I'm going to add TikTok in soon, next time. Okay, this is your formula. Now that's you, okay? This is you, the skeleton here. This is you. And your online presence. What is this online presence? It's a succeed. Do you know, a couple of months back, I only had about 4 C's. All right, 4 C's. Condominium. I nearly said something else. Condominium and cash are not in the C. Yeah, I will reveal to you. I only had about 4 C's, and along the months, along the weeks and the months, I've got about 6 C's. That's really the formula. So when you use this 6 C's, this is you apply. These are all the tools and 6 C's, which I'll be sharing a glimpse of it today. Today, the 6 C's. When you just provide so much value to people, and when people see that, when people hear that, when people feel the value that you could offer, and that's when you earn money. Is that US dollars? Yeah, that's when you start earning money. So your question to me is that, so Jamuna, have you started earning money online? I have, and that's even before this COVID-19 pandemic. When I'm very active on LinkedIn, I get people approaching me on LinkedIn to run workshops. Again, I'm not so famous or in the, yet. All right, let me just admit more people in. Okay. But I have got business before. So this is the 6 C's for you: connection, conversation, content, consistency, celebration, and community. So the time now is 9:15, and I will be sharing a little bit of information, but very powerful information that's really going to help you to work around this formula. Because when you, again, your objective is that, what is my missing link and what can I do about it so that I can create a better online presence and I can grow my business online. Number one is connection, conversation, content, consistency, celebration, and community. And that's the formula for today. All right. So if anyone would like to take a screenshot or a picture, please do it now, because that's my last slide for today. Right? So I'm going to stop the slide sharing here. Okay. I'm going to stop the slide sharing here. And so the 6 C's, who can remember the first C? Please type in the chat box now. The first C. Connection. Great. Great connection. So now I'm going to give an example. I would like to do a case study now for you, then giving you theoretical examples. I'm going to do a case study together with you on how you can use this 6C formula to enhance your online presence. And all this, I'm not even going into investing money, all right? It's not about Facebook ads or Google ads or Instagram ads. It's just you doing it without spending money. Spending money, advertisement is the second stage of it, all right? So for connection, could somebody just type in your product or your services, all right, that I could do a case study for? Let's see, something very simple, or, I can training, all right, fitness, all right, anything else? Okay, let's see. Okay, great. Now, let me take an example here, right? Child education, all right, thank you. Okay, I have a simple example here, a case study. I have a friend and she does baking, all right? She does baking. Now, your mindset now, do not think that, Jamuna, would it only work for people who are just into a product so that it's easier for them onto online presence? No. Like, for example, child education, fitness, and then training, we are all in the service industry. We can also use the online presence. So let me give you a case study now of the cake. So there is a great friend of mine. She's not here today. Her name is Gurit, and she makes wonderful cakes, all right? But what's so special about her cake? Why do we need to buy cake from her? So that's the thing here, is that when you think about cake, people should find for you first. So people maybe should find for Gurit, or I bought my another cake from another friend recently and she was also fantastic. People should find for you. So let's say connection, right? So what this person need to do is that, and I hope you can relate, I know you can relate to your own industry that you're in, yeah? When you're baking the cake, the connection, the number one connection you need to do is that create your profile in all this account: Instagram, YouTube, LinkedIn, and Facebook, and of course, TikTok. Now, YouTube, you might be thinking, but Jamuna, I don't have video. Doesn't matter. Just create it first. Now, I have a confession to make here. I had my YouTube channel for 2 years. For 2 years, I had two not so good videos in it, proper ones, but not good quality videos, 2 videos, and I only had 7 subscribers. Obviously, my husband, and my son, all right? So only 7 subscribers. In the last, when COVID-19 hit all of us, I had 26 videos and my subscribers from 7 went into 70. I don't have 1,000 subscribers, but they did grow, isn't it? So now I have about 110 just in a couple of months compared to 2 years when it was just stagnant there. So when you look at me, I would like you to see as a person who have started all this without spending much money or into all the, the Google ads or Facebook ads or Instagram ads or advertising. And I'm already here, which means that you can also do it. All right, you can also do it. All right, so coming back to the cake, the connection is that first you start, all right, the connection is that first you start creating your account and you start requesting to connect with people and you follow other people. And then you also attend networking event. Now I'm reading this book by Attend Networking Events, right? This is a book by Russell Brunson, because I'm learning about ClickFunnels, and he says traffic. He says that traffic means people. You need to know where your people are gathering. Your people meaning that your customers are gathering. For example, where do people who want to buy your cake they gather? Probably they're gathering at some websites that promoting party planning or event management, or websites that they sell, or network that they sell balloon and all that. So for example, for Peter, like you're in the child education, so your customer, your dream list customer would be on which platform? All right, so you have to go there and make friends with those people. All right, so number one is connection, is that look for your traffic. Your customers, where would they be? Go to all those portals, follow them. All right, join all this Facebook group. Now if you're gonna sit there and say, oh Jamuna, no, I'm an introvert, I don't like, this is all too personal, I can't do this, then I don't know what to say. I'm not asking you to share your darkest, deepest secret, but I'm just asking you to build your network, because this is the way to go now, is your online presence. So number one is connection. So when you are there, you keep on connecting with people. Of course, face-to-face is also better, is that you attend whatever events that people are doing. There is a baking contest, you go and attend. There's some event on food and beverages, you go and attend because you're baking the cake. So number one is connection. Number two, who can remember the number two C? The second C. First is connection. What's the second C? Who can remember the second C? Can you please type in the chat box, please? The second C. Right? Conversation. Okay, this conversation will tie in with the third C, which is content. Thank you, Zafran. Thank you. We'll tie in with the third C, which is the content. So conversation and content. Now, when you are active on social media, there are some people who are like the silent stalkers. Have you had people like that who know so much about your life, but they never liked or commented in you? If you have, can you please type ayo, ayo, A-I-Y-O. Oh, yes. Okay, whatever. Ayo, yes, Robini, ayo. All right. Can you please type ayo? Which means, hi, Amin. Hi. He's all the way from Qatar, He's 5 o'clock at his place here, 5 o'clock in the morning. Ayo, yes. Ayo, yo, thank you. There are people who will comment you, who will follow you on your social media. They will like you, and they will, they don't like you as in like or comment, but they just stalk you. All right, so don't do that. All right, don't do that. Unless you really don't like them. But if you don't like somebody, just unfriend them. All right, don't look at them at all. Just unfriend them, yeah. Or you snooze them. I do this. I know sometimes you can't unfriend people. Let me share with you a trick. You just snooze them. and then you don't see their posts anymore, right? So what you need to do is at number 2, I'm talking about the number 2, see, conversation is when people post something, you need to type, "That's really nice. That's great. Wonderful. Awesome." Put an emoticon and all that. All right. If you have something, a negative feedback to say to them, don't say it. All right. Don't say it. If you have negative feedback to say to people, even though they are asking for, some people like to put, "Oh, what you don't like about me, can you please comment?" Don't do all that. You can personally go and text them. So you have to start this conversation. And this conversation is where, especially when you comment and other people, when see that post, they see that you're actively commenting, and that's how you get noticed. Remember, our purpose for today is that, oh, that's Jamuna. So if you look at my style of doing this, right, go to LinkedIn, other people's LinkedIn, all my training fraternity, when they start sharing their posts and doing something, I will comment. Even if their kid's birthday or their grandchild is born, I will comment. But of course, I'm also sincerely happy celebrating this happiness with them. You need to start commenting. That's when the conversations happen. All right. Don't just simply like. All right. Start commenting. About conversation is also, I think my coach Sheila Singham is here. I've been learning a lot about storytelling from her, and she says that the power is in our story. So this is what I've learned from her about ethos, logos, and pathos. So ethos is like your credibility, logos is like all the statistics and the data, and pathos is all the emotional stories that you're sharing in your presentation. I hope I got that right, Sheila. All right. So, and she shared this on how a lot of us are just following on, are just maximizing on the logos. Logos means that your statistics, your data, or this is my price of my cake. My cake is 80 ringgit, and that, this, and your brochures. No, what is the emotional conversation behind this cake? And that's what you need to share in your conversation that you're doing. So number 1 is connection, number 2 is conversation, and number 3 is content. And I know we have another 15 minutes or 20 minutes plus, but do not worry. Whatever that I'm going to share with you, it's going to be so useful for you to create this awareness, and you're going to start doing it already if you want to. So the third thing is content. So you see, connection, conversation, and the third one is content. And that's how is your ideas. So your stories are now, you're going to give into content. So now again, just follow me. Now your cake. So Jamuna, I'm selling cakes, but what are the stories that I'm going to write about my cake? You can write a lot. Number 1, why don't you write about a special ingredient that you use in the cake? Just say this vanilla essence. For example, sorry, I don't know much about baking. My daughter bakes better. My sister also bakes better, right? Just say this vanilla essence, and you tie in an emotional story, how you were growing up and your mom used to do that, and you can smell that vanilla essence or the extract, and that brings back your childhood memory. So you write these 5 sentences in your post. Jamuna, I'm selling cake. Why do I need to write this? Because you want to create your online presence, and people will relate to you because you bring back their memories. So this is what a lot of people on online presence, they are not doing. You are just selling and selling and selling, and they're not touching on the emotional aspect of people. Now, next is that in your Instagram, now this is a very useful tool for some of you who feel that I can't do videos, I cannot do videos, I'm spending so much time doing videos. Go into your Instagram account. Please don't tell me you don't have an Instagram account, all right? Go into your Instagram account, do your IG stories. Very easy, your IG stories, and that's how I started too. I just take my phone. Okay, my phone is not here because my daughter is having her online class, all right? So she's using my phone, a typical family, all right? So just take your phone, and then you start doing you start recording while you talk or while you are baking, and you show your kitchen, or this is how I arrange my things. You're selling cakes and you want to show people how you're arranging your things. Doesn't matter. Why? Your viewers, your audience, or people generally are a little bit nosy, a busybody in a good way, all right? We like to know. We are very curious. All right, you don't need to share your recipe or how do you actually do it, but just share a glimpse of your baking so people get connected to you. Now, if you look at me, there was someone who messaged me and he said that, Jamuna, are you doing training on cooking? I'm like, why would anybody say that? Because my Insta story is about me cooking and making videos that I'm cooking. Why? It's my passion. I'm not selling anything in cooking. However, I am connecting and I'm having conversation with people who are into cooking, or you know, they're cooking for their family, or they like to eat all this nutritious food or idli or dosa or whatever. So I'm connecting with them. And when they see idli or dosa, they will remember me, Jamuna. Yes, this is what, but I'm not selling idli dosa. I'm a trainer. So even though, so they associate that, oh, this trainer, I know she does, you know, I always see her, you know, she cooks for her family, she makes idli dosa. And that's how people associate me sometimes. So what? It's good, isn't it? All right. It's how people look for you. So when I share about my yoga journey, all right, when I share about my yoga journey, I'm a super duper beginner in yoga. I'm actually connecting with people who are doing yoga. And that's how end up that either their corporate clients or their public clients, they approach me and ask, you know, Jamuna, you know, I see that you like yoga. What do you do? And then we have conversation, and that's how I get my business. So this is the thing. All right. Now, next is that, for example, is that content, the content, right? This is where I have my content here. This is my MCO secret book, I think. I have close to 50 ideas for my videos. 50 ideas, very simple ideas, so I don't run out of content. And if you look at my Facebook page, I'm always writing about things. Let it be my mother, my children, my holiday, or some value added. But no matter what you write, don't write rubbish, all right? And then only people who like rubbish will start following you, all right? So what I mean, don't write rubbish, is that don't write things that's sensitive. Don't talk about things that could hurt other people. In NLP, I've learned again, you know, my coach Sheila is here about ecological. Ecological means that whatever that you do, do not harm yourself, do not harm other people. Other than that, it's fine. All right. So you have your content. So again, all this content, you are not selling your cake. You are just sharing, adding value to people on how they can connect to you better. So again, this whole concept for today's session is about your online presence, how you really build this trust, this relationship with the people through your online presence. And of course, I don't know how many people will agree with me. Now and then, take a selfie, post. Oh, Jamuna, I don't look at my selfie. No, I don't like. Doesn't matter. We are not supermodel. We are ordinary people. And you relate better when light bulb moment. Thank you, Lavanya. Just take a selfie of you after a baking where you have all the sweat and all that. But you have to be comfortable with the picture. Of course, I'm at home. When you see my Insta stories, there are pictures I'm nicely made up like this today. Got foundation, compact powder, blusher. Other days, I'm not. So what? I'm very comfortable with myself. When people can see that, you really get quality customers. You don't get rubbish customers, you get quality customers following you, and they're going to end up buying for you. So the third C is content. First C is connection, second C is conversation, third C is content. And the fourth C, this is where I'm going to hit you. Okay. What is the fourth C? Who can remember? Consistency. Can everyone type consistency, please? Consistency. Right? Consistency. Thank you. Thank you. Consistency means that your frequency on doing this social media feed. Now, a participant of mine who attended my video making workshop, right? I had a workshop, a complimentary workshop during the MCO period, and I had a wonderful bunch of ladies who came in. And, you know, these are women that I'm so happy to see them. They're not trainers, they're not coaches, they've never been for this kind of presentation. And they are able to do fantastic videos. And I'm like, whoa. And one of them, this lady said that, you know, Jamuna, nobody is liking my subscribing to my YouTube channel, you know, my subscription. I'm very sad, and nobody's joining my group. Then I asked her, how long have you started? Then she said, a month plus, 2 months. you can't expect people to flock into you and ask people to join the group that you've started. And immediately you have to be consistent. The more they see you, the more they find for you, the more they trust that, oh, hey, Jamuna, I always see her posting about all this. Yeah, I know her. And that's how people start relating to you. All right. And people even start me, wow, you're so active on social media, how do you have the time? I plan. That is consistency. There is also a schedule that I make on, probably I should get that schedule to show you here. Next time I should keep it closer. All right. Pardon me. This is the schedule that I have. All right. That I plan for my housework, my yoga, and also if you see here, this is work, and this is my social media. Where is it? My here social media, which I keep it towards the end of the day, because I notice that if I do it in the morning, it takes a lot of my time. So this is my social media. So I plan on which are the days that I'm going live, which are the days, what are the content or topic that I'm going to write about. And do contact me. I could share, Sheila. Yeah, I plan. Now, let me admit this. I do not follow that 100%. All right. I do not follow that 100%. My kids will be sick. I need to attend to my mom, or I'm just lazy and I'm tired. But at least I have a plan, and that matters. All right. I have a plan. I need to get aircon in this room soon. More money coming in and get an aircon. All right. So plan that out so that you know exactly at what time that you are doing your plan. Sheila. Rita, thank you. Rubini, thank you. All right. So just plan, and you know that you have the time so that you're work good. Okay. Let me get back to that. Connection, conversation, content. Now, your content, something important about the content is that give free things. Peter, what is the secret to create well-established content? I have about 25 tips here, Peter. So I'm just sharing a bit as I go on. Yeah. All right. And now, content, since Peter asked that question, I would just share this about the content. Is that how many of you are doing giveaways? In online, you do giveaway, that means are free. I know it's going to sound cheesy when people say that free, but psychologically, the word free sells. How many of you agree that psychologically the word free sells? Please type free. All right, I can see that. All right. So initially it was like, what? Tell them that I'm organizing a free webinar? Why? That's so cheesy. But it sells. It really sells. And then there'll be people saying that, oh, you say it's a free webinar, your free webinar. At the end, you sure start selling something. So what? So what's the big deal about that? So do not listen to this kind of people, all right? Do not listen to this kind of people, all right? I had feedback from one of my participants. She just did her first video and then she uploaded. It's not a professional video, but you know what? I love her video. It's so authentic. And that's me. I see the beauty. I'm groomed and coached to see the beauty in whatever that people are presenting of their hard work. And someone told her that you should not be posting that, because that video is not a professional video and it's not good. And it really hurt her feelings. And if you look back at the people giving that kind of comment, and that person has got no nuts about videos, all right? So when people give you feedback, you take it constructively, but then don't listen to a lot of people. Don't worry about people who truly care about you. Don't worry about people who don't give a damn about what you're doing. So you don't give a damn. Am I allowed to use the word damn? All right. Don't listen to the haters. You will be lovers and haters. All right. So I've got people asking me that, why are you suddenly teaching about online? Are you all the while in doing online? No, I was not. So what? I needed money. My husband and I both are doing our own business. And I'm so proud of my husband. He's a property agent and his business was so bad that my husband, Suresh, he started selling onions and garlic. Sorry, onions and ikan bilis. So what's wrong with that? right? So what's wrong with that? I have a husband who wants to feed the family. Thank you. Thank you. And yeah, so our front, for several months, we had stocks of onions at the front porch there. Okay, I'm going to get emotional when I talk about this. So it's okay. It's okay. It's fine. Ah, yes, I owe ikan bilis, all right? That's fine. And now, since the restriction is over, he's back to his business, but we all had to do something. So do not worry. And this is something that I've read from Robin Sharma. All right. Robin Sharma says that, I have this book here, can't find it now. Robin Sharma says that, okay, 9:40, I'm just checking on the time. Robin Sharma says that you will have a purpose now. Work on that purpose, all right? Work on that purpose. But as you progress, your purpose will change. Your purpose will change, and that's fine, and that's totally fine. I would not be doing this if the novel, now I know why is it called novel, novel coronavirus did not come in. I would not be doing that. I'll be happily going back to my training and doing all that. All right. Of course, now I like this because I see and I believe in it. And I believe in how it has transformed me. And the more I did my complimentary video making workshop for the ladies and how their life has changed, and the more trust I have. There's one lady who's been a housewife all this while with an engineering background. And now after attending my workshop, she's actually getting clients for her counseling. And of course, she is qualified counselor. Isn't that amazing? So the people who are here, your online presence is not just you growing your business, but through your product, you're actually helping others. Oh dear, I need to go back to my cake. All right, great. First is connection, second is conversation, third is content, fourth is consistency. So you have your schedule. All right, you have your schedule on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. What are you doing? For example, on Monday, you write about yourself, a little bit of your personal stories. Yes, people, please do not just write about your business. It's so boring. Write a little bit about your personal story, but don't not show off. My husband bought me a diamond ring. No diamond ring. Okay, so not that. Just other things, what you like, gardening. There's a doctor who writes about the things that she uses in the kitchen. I'm like, wow. Okay, so share a little bit about your personal story. So on Tuesday, you say that every Tuesday I'm going to be appearing live, so people look forward hearing you. Now, when you go live, do not worry if you only have 5 people watching you live, all right? So now I'm live streaming. There might be only 10 or 20 people. I'm not sure how many. I have to go and check. It doesn't matter. But you tell your friends and your family members first to share that live in their timeline. So again, this is how the connection happens. And that's where you get your engagement and your reach. Now, if you're feeling a little bit confused right now, you should be. That's a good sign that you're learning. Okay, that's a good sign that you're unlearn, relearn, something like that. All right, okay, great. So then on Wednesday you can do a post. On Thursday you do a shout out. Shout out meanings that you refer other people. And this is what I wanted to share with you just now, is that your content, so it's all the C's are related. Yeah, your content, you need to start referring other people. All right, so if you notice in this 40-minute session now, I've referred so many people that I work with, that I associate with. Why? Because they are good in their work. They are so good in their work. And if they get business or referrals through me, I'm very happy. And they will do the same for me. So this is how it works. So if somebody asks you, hey, you know what, we cannot get the cake from you, again, a cake story. Is there any other cake vendor that you can recommend for us? What will people say? No, I don't know. I'm actually, I don't know. I never tried her cake. I don't know how good she is. No. If you ask me today, Jamuna, can you recommend someone who can teach about content making? I recommend to you. Jamuna, can you recommend someone how we can do this storytelling? How do you speak? I recommend to you. Jamuna, can you recommend to me about NLP? I'll recommend to you. Jamuna, can you recommend to me where we can get onion and ikan bilis? I'll recommend to you. All right. So this is the referral marketing that you need to do. And you have a barter system with your friends, and you don't need to pay them money or they pay you money. Do an act of service for them and they do an act of service for you. So that's referral marketing. So we are done with connection, conversation, content. consistency, and the fifth one is celebration. Okay, what is celebration? This is what a lot of people, when they're online, they do not do this because they're just so worried. Celebration means that you celebrate your achievement and you celebrate other people's achievement. And how do we do that is when you achieve something through your business, or just say that today, yay, I've closed a deal. No need to mention, I made 7,000 ringgit today. No, don't mention about that. Just say that, whoa, I've got a big client today. A one-liner, that's it. I'm so happy, but be humble in the way that you are saying it, all right? And always, if you notice the way that I write, for many years, I've been thanking people because it's gratitude. Just keep thanking people. Even a simple yesterday, for this webinar today, I've sent to a few people. I said, could you please help to share this? And I thank them for sharing about this. So you look for all the people, like for example, today there is Dr. Maria. She's the president of the Malaysian Indian Women's Network. She's here today. And I just text her and said, Dr. Maria, could you please encourage your ladies to attend? I'm also in the group. And she did just that for me, all right? So what you need to do is that get with all these people, network with them and ask them to help you. And they will, when they know that you're doing a great job. All right. So that is celebration. You share your happy story. I know some of you think, oh, cannot lah. Then my competitor will find out I'm so, all the eyes or jealousy. That's when you start praying and your spiritual comes in, where you just believe that good things, just continuously pray for good things, wish well for other people. Now, about if you have any questions, just type in the chat box. Yeah, we are good on time. Yeah, we're good on time. Now, about celebration is when somebody in your industry, just say my another friend, I'm doing cake and she sells this another amazing cheesecake, and I'm going to recommend her and say that, wow, she has made a sale today and that's fantastic, and this is someone that I will recommend. So I'm not worried that she's also selling cake. All right. So this is how this whole thing works. Of course, you have to get people with integrity to come in. You can always contact me. I know a bunch of people who work with so much value and integrity, especially in my training and fraternity community. I can recommend them for you, in many fields. All right. And I would not recommend someone that I don't see them progressing. All right. Or working. So this is celebration. So the fifth C is about celebration, where you have to continuously spread positive aura in your online presence. When the pandemic COVID-19 hit us, do you realize that you saw a lot of true colors of certain people? They start complaining. How many people you actually unfollowed or avoided some people of the negativity? Can you please type yes? How many people experience that suddenly during the COVID-19, right? There are people just complaining with negative things that's happening, the uncontrollable, that factors that's happening, right? Every day they just flood you with all this negative information. Never once I forwarded anything negative about COVID-19, but I took all the precaution necessary. I never even visited my mom. I stayed home, social distancing and all that. So it really matters. When you're out there at the social media platform, all eyes are on you. Of course, you can say that, what Jamuna, what you mean, I can't mention about all this. You can, but construct your words properly, and that's why your content and the conversation really matters. If it's a sensitive subject, you may write about it, but put it in a nice tone of voice because people are looking at you. Now, finally is community. This is 6 C's, yeah, community, all right? Community means your tribe, your people, your gang, all right? I have people that I trust so much. I could just call them and say that, could you just look at my slide? I've done this. I would do a video and I send to them and say that, can you give feedback about the video? And I had the same thing yesterday. I just had with a close friend and she said, Jamuna, can we run through the session? And I sat and I ran through with her and I gave her all the feedback, and I know she will do the same for me. That's it. So your community, okay. Now, one tip about the community is that just say this cake that you're doing, right? All right. So say that, okay, I'm giving away 10 ringgit off for my cakes if you order for Father's Day. Join me in this Facebook community. Okay, this is example, yeah, Facebook community. So you create a Facebook community, create a closed group. Do not create a public group. Why you create a closed group is people feel like, wow, they are invited, and then you approve them. It's so easy in Facebook. You can do all this. And then when they come to the closed group, you attend to them. Hi, I'm Jamuna, and this week I'm going to be sharing about cakes and a chocolate cake and, some tips, and that's it. You don't sell in your group, then people leave the group. You just keep on adding value in the group. So this is Facebook community, Facebook group. You can also do it via Telegram. I'm still learning about Telegram. And it works now for me. I've got my close FB group for online presence only. And that group, the special thing is that all my modules, all my recorded versions are there. So when I invite people, I tell them that go in and there are 13 videos for you to read. It's all about your online presence. People like that. Oh, there is a free checklist for you for people to do. Okay, I keep all this next to me and I want to show you. So this is a checklist that I've done. And when I did this checklist, this is a checklist that I gave free as complimentary for people, and you just need to tick, 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 tick. So like for today, you would know, for example, consistently. Let's talk about consistently, right? So I have a question here. Do you consistently update your social media at least 3 times a week with value-added messages? Do you consistently reply others' comments on your posts at least 3 times a week? Do you plan ahead or schedule your future postings? All right. For example, celebration. Have you shared your success stories, achievement, and recognition in social media? So you put a tick. So this is a checklist. And for people to get this checklist, they need to join my group. You see that? You don't email to them. Don't you so pandai, so rajin, yeah? Go and send out email and send this PDF. No. So that's how you invite people and you invite your community. All right. So today I have covered the 6 C's, which is connection, conversation, content, consistency, celebration, and the last one is your community. I've touched very basic but very powerful message on all the 6 C's for you to keep on adding value in your online presence. Doesn't matter you're making cake or you're in the industry, you need to write down what are the next step, the things that you got to do. So as I said beginning of today's session, I said that you're going to get 2 things today. That aha moment, this is what it's been missing. Have you got that? What has been missing in your online presence? Can you please type aha? Can you please type aha? If you have somehow in this 40 minutes, you've actually got that, oh, this is missing in my session. Could you please type aha? AHA, please. Aha, aha, aha. All right. Could you please type that? Thank you. Thank you. So this is just a awakening for you. Aha, this is missing. And now the next thing is, have you got at least one idea that what you need to do now? Now, I would urge you, since it's already, we have to wrap up now, could you type what is that one thing that you would like to do now after my session? Just one thing, so that I would see how value added my session is. What just one thing that you would like to do that you don't mind sharing? All right. Could you type that? Just one thing. It could be creating an Instagram account or creating your content. Just that one thing that you like to do now. Conversation, connection. Okay. Diversify platform. Yeah. Create LinkedIn account. Yes. Online business. More personal content on social media. Thank you for sharing. Yes. More personal content, connection, growing, come following, join FB group. Yep. And you create one connection. Thank you. Thank you. So great. Consistency, planning, Mary. Don't just sell. Yes. Make timetable as mine. Okay. Yeah, I plan. I really plan. So if I could quickly summarize for today, my purpose is that I've shared everything and all these things, right? You no need to spend money yet. The second phase is, which I'm doing now, is that investing on how to spend on advertisements, how to spend on my funnel system. This is what I'm doing. And I'm running my workshops in July, and that will be a paid workshop. And yes, do a free webinar first. No matter what product or services that you're having, and after that upsell. This is the strategy that's really working. If you just want to sell in the beginning, it's not going to work. From now until the next 2 weeks, just start adding value and content. You don't even need to blast out your brochure or your pricing or anything. Come up with maybe in the next 14 days, this is what I'm going to do every day in my different social media feed. On the 14th day, I challenge you, start selling. You will get people already. You will get people coming in. All right. With that, I would like to say thank you so much for joining in. Thank you, terima kasih. You could on your video or on your microphone, and I will still be here for another 10-15 minutes, and I'm going to end the live stream. And let's make it an interactive session. If you like to, chit chat further, I would still stay on, right? Thank you, everyone. Thank you. I'm just going to stop the live streaming. All right. We have stopped. Okay. I'm all yours to ask a question, and you can on your video, please. I've unmute all of you, so you can on your video and mute yourself if you're not. Charlotte, what's your best tip for investing in equipment for video content? Charlotte, okay, I have a microphone here, which I need to plan to use, me and my son. I do have, this is about 300 ringgit plus. And then I have a lighting here, which already fell down 2 times and is broken. And that's about 48 ringgit from Lazada. And what else do I have? I have, yeah, that's all I have. And my phone. Yeah, I have my phone. Yeah, this is what I use, and I edit my videos in my Mac laptop, which is the iMovie. Okay, I think I have to mute all, yeah, just in case, yeah. So you can unmute yourself if you like to speak, yeah. Right. Thank you, Encik Mat. Thank you. All right. If there are anyone got any other feedback, feel free to feedback, please. Any feedback? How you find this session? Somebody want to enter the room now? Shall I let her in? Okay, I will. All right. Anyone got any feedback to share before you leave? Hi, Gayatri. Welcome. Rita, any feedback? All right.
Yeah, it was a good session, Jamuna. Thank you so much for the opportunity. It was very useful for me because during this MCO, I've also entered this platform, which is very new. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Rita. Charlotte, are you still there? You would like to say something, Charlotte? You're all the way from Hong Kong, and you're having your NLP session soon, Charlotte?
Yeah, Jamina, thank you very much for this session. It's been great to see someone, when we're all going through this journey of going online together, it's nice to share the experience and learn from each other. So thank you.
All the best for your session this Friday, Charlotte.
Thank you.
All right. Anyone else? Sorry, this is the trainer mentality in me. I just start calling people. I better not do that.
Jamuna, thank you for a very enlightening session. Just putting in all those posts there to distract you, but you didn't get distracted, thankfully. Yeah, I think for information of everybody here, Jamuna has mentioned me a lot of times, but she's actually my social media mentor and guru right now. So I bow down to the social media Sifu, and I'm on this journey with Jamuna, and she's already helped me to reinvent my LinkedIn page, which is looking a lot better now. So she's starting me on other areas like making videos and ClickFunnels. She speaks a lot of Greek, but eventually she explains it, and she's very patient. She's turned me from someone who was not active on social media other than Facebook into looking at all the platforms. So thank you, Jamuna. If you do need a coach for social media presence, she's the person to go to.
Thank you. Sheila, would you like to just quickly share about your storytelling workshop that you'll be organizing?
Well, I am doing a storytelling workshop. It's probably going to start sometime in August, but this Friday on the same platform, VLC, I'm doing a session from 3 to 4 o'clock. So if you're free, do tune in, join in for some storytelling tips. And then Jamuna, I'll be speaking at Jamuna's program and delivering a module at her program on storytelling. So you can take it from there. Sign up for her program, get to know more. And then if you really want to dive deep into storytelling, then we can talk later. Thank you, Jamuna, for that commercial time out for commercial break.
All right. Rubini, thank you for
yes, hi.
Yeah.
No worries. You did an excellent job. I learned a lot today.
All right. And you have your session tomorrow. Would you like to?
Yes, yeah. I mean, I'll have my session tomorrow on the same platform, VLC. So I will be talking to you about how you can increase your psychological well-being. So if you're free, please join me tomorrow at 10 a.m.
All right, thank you. I have a message from Raymond Fung who said that could be better if I can display my planner and checklist sample via the PowerPoint. All right, we'll do that next time, but my planner is on the paper, it's pretty big. All right, any other questions, Peter?
Thanks, Jamuna, for the great
session.
Thank you,
Vijay. Thank you.
Okay.
All right, so if there are no more questions, and that's about it, guys. Thank you so much. Bye-bye. Have a good evening. Bye-bye.